Alright guys, this is our weekly solo player's guide to the Nightfall. This is our Hunter edition. We do this every single week with all three characters, Warlock, Hunter, and Titan. So if any of that sounds good to you, go ahead and look in the description box down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe, because not only do we do all three of those guides, we also do a Challenge of Elders solo player guide that is also going to be in the link description box down below, so go ahead and look for that. And finally, we're doing a 1,000 sub giveaway. When I hit 1,000 subs, that announcement video is in the description box down below as well. And if you're just interested in what I'm giving away, hit about the 3-minute mark. Otherwise, you just hear me talking for 3 minutes saying, oh, you know, looks like a big thank you video more or less. So if that, skip to 3 minutes, it's about a minute long after that, and then it goes back to the thank you guys bit. So that's also gonna be in the description. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the modifiers this week, followed by our setup, what we're rocking as far as subclass, weapons, and why, and then we'll hit the guide. Modifiers this week include Solar Burn. Solar damage from any source is greatly increased. Specialist. Special weapon damage is favored, but is going to take away from your primary and heavy damage output, so just keep that in mind when you're shooting stuff. Ironclad. More enemies have shields. Only thing this concerns is the Knights. Those will have arc shields. Exposure. Guardian shields are increased, but do not replenish. This can get a little worrisome, but it's not horrible this week. And then Daybreak, what this is going to do is it's going to give you Mayhem Clash recharge rate. So if you don't know what that is, it's going to make your grenades, melee, and super recharge very quickly. Like, you'll be getting a super, depending on your build, your intellect build, like every 25-30 seconds. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so as far as setup goes, we start out looking like this. We rock the Hand of Judgment. This is my go-to PvE non-raid weapon. It's awesome. I suggest you grind out for this one. This roll specifically even. It's got explosive rounds and Firefly, hand-laid stock, red dot. You can get this from the House of Judgment, which is, Prison of Elders, Challenge of Elders, all that good stuff. Devil's Dawn, but if you have like an Event Horizon or an Ex Machina that is in Solar, those are also right about the same impact and all that good stuff. You can see Devil's Dawn has just a hair more impact or damage output. So if you got Devil's Dawn, I would equip that bad boy. And then of course, if you got it, Gjallarhorn. If not, you can get it today. There's a quick quest. It's not that hard at all. I would suggest doing that. And then we of course rocking Bones of AO until we get to the final boss fight, and then we switch Celestial Nighthawk. Golden Gun fires one shot with 6 times damage, while granting Keyhole for over penetration. This thing is amazing. It will take off large noticeable chunks off of Phogoth's health. So if you got this, definitely boost it up to the highest you got, if you can, and then just watch the crazy damage it does. As far as this goes, Gambler's Dagger, none of this matters right here. Maybe over the horizon you might want that, but this is pretty much the build that I stick with. Scavenger is really great. You obviously don't want Keyhole. Gunslinger's Trance, weapon stability, that doesn't matter. You might want Incendiary Blade. Throwing Knife catches enemies on fire, dealing additional damage over time. I just keep it on Knife Juggler. Precision kills with Throwing Knife immediately reset its cooldown. You definitely want Deadeye. Significantly increases the accuracy and damage of Golden Gun. definitely want this. And then if you're using bone, jump in. Grenade is your choice. I would suggest incendiary grenade, just at least for the final boss fight. But other than that, let's go ahead and rock the guide. Alright, so once you get to about here is where the Nightfall area is about to kick in. It's just going to be a bunch of vandals, a few acolytes, one captain, one wizard, and I believe that's it. So just go ahead and throw your grenades as often as possible, and then just kind of clean them up. Be careful of these things, they will get you. Nothing's major in here, they're all just the normal red bar health enemies. So, you know, you don't really have too much to worry about. Just remember, exposure is also active, so keep your health in mind. It's not going to regen very quickly whatsoever. And then just come ahead and pop up into this area. Go ahead and start deploying your ghost. And once you do that, it would be a good time, if you haven't done so already, to pop a heavy synth. Alright, so this first round is just going to be a bunch of thralls, and I believe there's 2 wizards in here as well, and then a few cursed thralls. So nothing at all to stress out about. Just keep throwing your grenades as you get them. And you just want to kind of stay over here this entire time. Now obviously if you want to, you can pop your super. That's just going to keep coming back, especially in this first this first wave especially is going to be pretty good for you. I just keep shooting down these things, and then once you have one enemy left, it will say the rune is decoded. The rune is decoded, and it will start the next wave. The next wave is going to be like 3 or 4 knights. I think they're all just normal red bar health enemies, and then a bunch of acolytes, like a bunch of acolytes, and there's like either 4 or 5, between 4 and 6 major acolytes, and they'll just be kind of spread around there. So just like before, just stay in this area, pop your super whenever you get it, throw your grenade as often as possible. Pretty much just ability spam this section. And then once you take out these guys, the final wave is either going to be one of 2 things. You're either going to get 3 major wizards, or you're going to get 1 major wizard and 2 ogres. Either way, it's just like what you're doing in these last 2. Just stick around here, throw your grenades, pop your super, blah blah blah. And just be careful, to be honest. If you're using a sniper, that would be great, because as you can see, it's a solar sniper is going to take things out very quickly, especially Devil's Dawn, Event Horizon, Ex Machina, like I said in the setup section. Just go ahead and wipe them out, and then we'll move on to the next bit. Alright, so this section is going to be just like the first section, only there's going to be some dregs. There's going to be 1 major captain, as you can see here. A bunch of acolytes. There's like 5 or 6 acolytes. And then 1 knight. The only thing that's major is that captain, so again, nothing too horrible to worry about. He'll go down with like 2 or 3 grenades, or a couple shots from your sniper, or, you know, a super, obviously. So go ahead and just do that. And then we'll move on to the next section. Alright, so this section can be a little bit tricky. Just go ahead and just start spamming grenades and supers. There are going to be 2 wizards and a few knights. I want to say 3 or 4 knights and 1 major knight, as you can see here. Just use your super on that guy and he'll take him down in 2 shots. Otherwise, just stay back here and kind of clean up all of the ads with your... Hopefully you're using the sniper. I would highly suggest this time around sniper is your best friend. And then just kind of clean everything else up. If you want to, you can go ahead and throw your grenades around just to kind of get an idea where enemies are hiding. There is going to be 1 knight that is right around this corner, as well as 1 that we took out earlier. That's going to be kind of on these stairs over here. Now there's also going to be some more acolytes up above and down below. And then there's just going to be some thralls spawning in. Nothing to worry about at all. And then you just do what you got to do to kill him. And then in this section, I would suggest not grabbing these boxes until you've used them all. As you see, I'll use mine, grab it here, because I wasn't thinking. But there's going to be 2 more wizards, I think 2 knights, and like around 6 acolytes. So either use your Gallahorn or your sniper, and then once all these guys are dead, just kind of pick up whatever ammo you can get from these boxes. If you get both, awesome. If not, you know, just be wary of what you can use for this part. Now once you get on here, there are going to be 2 more wizards. If you're pretty close to 400 light, you don't have to headshot them to actually kill him. But I would definitely go for those headshots if you are like under 385, like 385 or below. I would headshot them just to be safe. And then just come on and jump on this ship. And then once you feel comfortable, I jump a little bit early. Like I thought for sure I was going to die right here. Wait a little bit longer than I did. It's not a race. As you can see, I still got 21.5 minutes. I'm being a bit too overzealous. But once you come into this section, go ahead and take out these knights. There's going to be 1 right there. There's going to be 1 in the middle and 2 in the back. You want to kill all of those knights before you do anything else. So either pump them with your Gallahorn, depending on what ammo box you get. There's either going to be a heavy or a special. So just whichever one you do get, use that ammo to take out the knights. Hopefully you get one. I have had runs where I don't get one at all. But then once you get all these knights down, like I said, 4 of them, go ahead and just grab your ammo, and then we're going to jump to where those back knights were at that we just killed. Once you get there, there is going to be a bit of a safety spot on what is now our far left side. There is a little ledge that you can go all the way back in. Alright, when I say all the way back, I do mean all the way back. You're going to want to go all the way back there if your health gets low at all. Phogoth will kind of peek out here and there. So go ahead and also, yeah, switch to your Celestial Nighthawk if you got it, if you don't already have it on. And then as you can see, I'm kind of like, what did I come in here to do? But just go ahead and just pump Phogoth full of super, grenades, abilities, your Gallahorn if you're using Gallahorn, your sniper. This is that ledge I was talking about earlier. You want to go all the way back, which I don't do yet. You definitely, if you see these guys, definitely just head all the way back. As you can see, and you do want to duck as well. There you go, just like so. And now you are golden. Phogoth can't hit you. There's going to be some not death stingers, shriekers are going to spawn in. And some more knights and thralls and acolytes. None of them are going to be able to hit you from here. So just keep on doing what I'm doing right here. Every once in a while, one of these knights will come at you. Just whip out your sniper, headshot him. He's dead, gone. Nothing to stress out about. Literally, just take your time. Don't feel the need to rush this part, because once you start rushing is when you start dying. And you obviously don't want to start this off with Phogoth having 2 hits left. That I've done it. That thrall got me so tilted. But as you can see, those knights are trying to hit me. They can't do it either. But yeah, so other than that, that's all it really is. Rewards are at the end of the video. Links are in the description down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like the video if you found it useful, informative, helpful in any way or shape or form. And other than that, I'll look forward to talking to you guys in my next guide.